Hi everyone, this is Kelsey. This is Essentially Book. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I want to apologize in advance if I sound a little nasally. My child has passed along his cold to me, so I'm just hanging in there. But anyways, I wanted to do a little bit of a Christmas release video. I have read a few Christmas books so far this season. I have a few more on my radar, but then I also have like some on my bookshelves I've just never gotten to, or some that I've really loved. So I just kind of want to recommend some Christmassy, winter break, next couple of weeks reads to you that I think would be really fitting. So first I'm going to go with a couple that I own, and one of them I have read. So Once Upon a Wardrobe by Patty Callahan. I think this is probably one of my favorite books of all time. It's about a college-age girl at Oxford who is going to Oxford at the same time that C.S. Lewis is going. It takes place mostly in the winter. Her little brother is sick and dying, and he's obsessed with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and he asks her to go find C.S. Lewis and like get the secret to his stories and how things end. And it's a really beautiful look at grief and love and the meaning of life and faith, and it's just such a lovely read. So I highly recommend this. It's not very long, but it will make you bawl your eyes out. And then another one that I really liked was The Last Christmas in Paris, and that is an epistolary novel. I'll put it right up here. Kind of as the world with World War II is happening, and it's just this group of friends, there's romance, and it just is a really lovely Christmassy historical fiction book that I really enjoyed. Some of the books that I own that, like, if time permits, I would try to get to them, but it's not looking like it. Well, I think I might prioritize this because it's been getting rehyped again. I bought it last year because it was super hyped, but Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison is about a Christmas tree farm. And I think I might bring it on my reading retreat this weekend. Well, this could happen more quickly, but anyways, the other two that I have that would be fun if I can make them work. Christmas Dresses it's called The Christmas Dress by Courtney Cole, and it is about an enchanted Christmas dress that brings two generations of women together for a magical holiday season. It just kind of sounds lovely and fun and not like high stakes or anything. Just a really sweet Christmas story. And then I love Jenny Colgan. She's super quirky. All of her books have made me laugh, but they're rom-com-ish. Like, I'd say it's more quirky women's fiction. She has quite a few books, a very extensive backlist. But I have the Christmas Bookshop, and I can't believe I haven't read this yet. She's laid off from her department store job. She has little cash, little options. So Carmen decides to spend Christmas with her sister, who's this perfect person. But then she kind of gets thrown into this ancient bookshop that is on a street near her sister's house, and kind of works her way into that. And then a cast of characters works their way into her life. That's a very typical Jenny Colgan type story. So if you haven't read Jenny Colgan, I definitely recommend her. She's just a lot of fun, and she writes quirky, funny stories. Okay, so these are some books that I've gotten approved for on NetGalley that I've read, but A Winter in New York by Josie Silver, I talked about that last month. It's more of a winter story, less of a Christmas story, but it's set in New York City. This girl is trying to find like her mom's beloved bakery, and there's gelato involved and food, and then she stumbles into this family that has a secret gelato recipe, and love ensues. I really enjoyed it. It was very simple, fun, just a really good winter read. The Christmas Appeal by Janice Hallett. If you've read The Appeal, I would definitely recommend picking up The Christmas Appeal because it's the same cast of characters and it's a novella set around Christmas. They're putting on another play, and on opening night, of course, like all the people, you know how they're like dramatic and stuff, are kind of nitpicking at each other, and then a dead body is found on stage. And so it's the same setup where there's these attorneys looking at a case file, so you're getting the emails, the texts between all the parties trying to figure out what happened. And it was just a really fun read in one sitting read. And then Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. Oh, you guys, I wanted to love it so much, but I didn't necessarily love it as much as I loved other Tessa Baileys. And as I'm talking about this, I'm like, this is a recommendation video, and I'm sitting here kind of being like, So this is about two children of rock stars. Their moms were in a band together that was like so famous, and they had a falling apart, and the whole world wants them to get back together because one of their songs has like gone viral again. And so their two kids are tasked with making that happen, and of course they fall in love. Their names are Beat and Melody, which that's a choice. Okay, but it was just kind of fun, simple. Not my favorite Tessa Bailey, There's a couple cringe things that I just didn't jive with, but if you're looking for another Tessa Bailey romance, maybe that'll be your cup of tea. And then a few other ones I have that I will only get to if time permits at this point. Like, they're on my radar, but not really. I have Snowden for Christmas by Jacqueline Snow. That's definitely a pen name. It is described as fans of Christina Lauren and Maggie Knox will adore this fun and festive rom-com featuring a grumpy sunshine duo who find themselves stuck together over the holidays where the weather outside is frightful, but inside things are heating up in this sexy holiday story. So I think it takes place in like a sorority house on campus, so it's a sorority mom. I think that just sounds fun. It's not like high priority, but it's there if I want it. And then I have Wrapped Up with a Bow by Lily Vale. And I did start this one, but I'm still kind of getting into it. This is like a palate cleanser after some heavier reads, so I don't know if I'll actually finish it because, like I said, I started it, but these aren't like high priority. So in its heyday, Piney Peaks and its beloved Christmas house was made famous by Sleigh Bells Under Starlight, a romantic holiday movie. 50 years later, the small town is ready for a new love story. Alicia is a film liaison, and she wants to put her hometown back on the map. And so she is trying to help secure the sequel to that famous movie, and she's willing to do whatever it takes. And she's kind of, the owner of that historic house has known her really well, and Alicia takes care of that house. Well, the lady's nephew is moving into town and is going to try to like sell the house, and so there's like this grumpy sunshine dynamic. It sounds fun. That's kind of, I just thought that was a fun dynamic. That's why I started it. And then I have 3 Holidays and a Wedding by Uzma Jalaluddin and Marissa Stapley. And this, if you've read Uzma Jalaluddin before, she writes very clean romances that have like a Muslim family dynamic. This combines 2 budding romances, a massive snowstorm, unlikely friends, meddling family members, and one magical small town for the most festive book you'll read this year. So I think there's like an emergency landing with a plane or something, and then these people have to stay in this town for a while, and it's around the holidays. I just know I love the writing that Uzma does, and so this would be a really fun one that I think I could honestly read really anytime, but, and the cover is really cute. I love holiday romance covers. I just think they're all so cute. So those are just a bunch of like holiday Christmas romances that are on my radar. I would like to read some more Jewish represented romances. So if you know of any that are really good, I would love to hear those in the comments. I mean, I think it's really hard in the US to get something other than Christmas right now, it feels like. So any other romances that are not Christmas Christian focused, I would love recommendations for that too. So thank you for hanging out with me. I am in the midst of a beautiful reading retreat right now when this goes live. And so hopefully I'll be putting out some more Vlogmas content or working on the Vlogmas content during this retreat, but I literally have no plans but for reading. So that'll be fun. But thank you for watching this video. I'm so grateful that so many of you guys watch this channel. And if you are liking what you see and you aren't a subscriber, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe. But until the next video, you guys, I will see you later. Bye.